High-level committee to be formed to investigate incidents that took place in hill tracts. None to be spared if found guilty of destroying law and order situation, says Home Affairs advisor. Banking sector getting normalcy gradually as a step taken by interim government. Clients' confidence revived. Corruptions committed for years over shop allotments in Bangladeshi Stadium. Government still losing revenue earning. Sri Lankans are waiting for polls results to see next president of island country. Complete result may be available by tomorrow. And Bangladesh collect 158 runs for 4 at stumps on day 3 against India, chasing 515 in Chennai test. Assalamu alaikum. This is Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui coming to you with News at 10 on BTV. You have just heard the highlights, now on to the details. Chief Justice Syed Rafat Ahmed has said there will be a separate secretariat to ensure freedom of judiciary. He said this while addressing a function at the Supreme Court's Inner Garden today, attended by approximately 2,000 judges of lower courts from across the country. The Chief Justice also outlined a roadmap for reform of the judiciary. He sought the government's cooperation for freedom of judiciary. The Chief Justice went on saying that a separate policy will be introduced for promotion of the judges. He stressed the need for rules to appoint judges of the Supreme Court. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Advisor Dr. Asif Nazrul and Attorney General Muhammad Asaduzzaman also spoke. Justice Shah Abu Naim Momin Rahman, Chief of the Judicial Reform Commission, was also present at the function. LGRD advisor AAF Hassan Arif has said a high-level probe body will be formed to investigate all incidents related to violence at hilly areas. The advisor said this after a meeting with concerned people at Rangamati today. Home Advisor Lieutenant General retired Muhammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhry, Chattogram Hill Tracts Affairs Advisor Shupradip Chakma, Inspector General of Police Muhammad Moinul Islam, Chattogram 24 Infantry Division GOC, Rangamati Region Commander, Deputy Commissioner, Police Super, senior officials of the administration and local leaders were present at the meeting. Home Advisor urged all to keep law and order situation normal. Meanwhile, road and waterway blockade is underway in protest against the recent violence in Rangamati. No long-distance vehicles have left Rangamati. Additionally, no light vehicles were observed moving around the town. Meanwhile, all shops were closed as the authority in Rangamati has imposed a section of 144. Law enforcement agencies are patrolling on the road. Police and BGB have been deployed at important places in the town. Chief Advisor to the interim government, Dr. Muhammad Yunus, will leave Dhaka for New York on Monday to join the United Nations General Assembly. He will address the 79th General Assembly on September 27. Foreign Advisor Mohammad Tawheed Hussain said this at a press conference today. Their spouses, while others have lost their children. Relatives can't even find the language to quell them. The victims' families are still in deep mourning over the killing of their beloved ones. College student Faisal Ahmed Shanto's mother is one of them. Shanto was killed by gunfire on 16th of July in Chottogram's Muradpur. Shanto's friends and mother were unaware of his murder. Not only Shanto, two more people were also killed on that day by the fire of Chhatra League and Jubo League men. They are furniture worker Mohammad Farooq and grocery salesman Simon. Jubo League men. They are furniture worker Mohammad Farooq and grocery salesman Simon. Following their murder, their families are in dark. Environment advisors say that Rizwana Hassan has said changing the mindset of the people is also necessary for the dialogue titled Voice of Troubled Times, Dream and Reality, held in Dhaka. Center for Governance Studies Executive Director Zilur Rahman moderated the dialogue, while head of the Commission to Reform the Election System, Badiul Alam Majumdar, Gono Songhoti Andolon Chief Coordinator Junaid Saki, will get importance initially, said Information and Broadcasting Advisor Mohammad Nahid Islam. He said in order to ensure a permanent solution to flooding, projects will be taken under the relevant ministries. The advisor was speaking to journalists after visiting the flooded Feni's Chagolnaya and Pulgazi upazilas today. Nahid Islam, also the ICT advisor, said there has been no official internet shutdown in Chittagong hill tracts. However, there were disruptions in several areas, which is being magnified, he added. Later, at a hospital in Feni, the advisor offered prayers at the grave of martyr Ishtiaq Ahmed Srabun, who was killed during the anti-discrimination student movement. The country's banking sector has been changed like other sectors after the interim government takes charge. The reform initiative of the new governor is progressively resolving the issues. Bangladesh Bank has reconstituted the board of several banks, changed the chairman, and is providing liquidity to some weak banks. These initiatives have kept positive impact on the economy. The country's foreign reserve is growing as a result of the central bank's strict oversight and the cessation of money laundering. The newly formed task force on banking sector reforms is also working to publish the white paper. Bangladesh Bank Governor Ahsan H. Mansoor said all initiatives will continue to ensure a corruption-free finance and banking sector. He urged the people to have confidence on them to give the finance sector a right track. Bangladesh Association of Bankers has assured to cooperate and work together in this initiative. Speakers at a seminar in Dhaka today said the Muslim world is passing through a critical period of its history. They are confronted with many problems and find themselves in a limbo between aspirations and despair. The seminar was held at National Press Club on the concept of Muslim world. The seminar was graced by the chief guest, Islamic scholar and former Chief Election Commissioner Justice Muhammad Abdul Rauf, Haji Haris bin Usman, High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam, Mahmoud Khusrawi, Secretary Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Bangladesh, Rojami Abdullah, First Secretary, High Commission of Brunei Darussalam, and Muhammad Bilal Sahib, Secretary of the High Commission of Islamic Republic of Pakistan. The seminar was chaired by the convener president of Muslim World, Major Retired Muhammad Masood Hassan. And now international news. Voting ended in Sri Lanka's presidential race today. The island country is seeking a recovery from an economic crisis and political upheaval that triggered mass protests and forced then-President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to flee. Polls began at 7 a.m. local time and continued until 4 p.m. at 13,421 stations across the island nation. The final results are expected to be announced on Sunday. More than 17 million voters were eligible to cast ballots to elect a president for a 5-year term. It is the first presidential election since Sri Lanka declared bankruptcy in 2022, leading to the ouster of the government, including the serving president. At least 22 Palestinians were killed by an Israeli strike that hit a school sheltering displaced people in Gaza city. Earlier, another Israeli strike in the Lebanese capital Beirut killed 12 people. Ibrahim Aqil, a top Hezbollah commander, was among the dead. The Israeli military confirmed Aqil's death, though Hezbollah has not yet officially confirmed it. Israel said 10 of the 11 dead, with the exception of Aqil, were Hezbollah commanders at various levels. Israel says it is carrying out targeted strikes in Lebanon. At least 41,391 people have been killed and 95,760 injured in Israel's war in Gaza. And now, weather. Met Office in its weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow said light to moderate rain or thundershowers accompanied by temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at many places over Rajshahi, Mymensingh, Khulna, Borishal and Chattogram divisions and at a few places over Rangpur, Dhaka and Sylhet divisions. Besides, moderately heavy to heavy falls is likely to occur at places over the country. Night temperature may remain nearly unchanged and day temperature may fall slightly over the country, said the Met Office. And now sports news. Bangladesh scored 158 runs for 4 wickets, chasing the victory target of 515 runs against India in their second innings at the stumps of the third day in Chennai Test. The Tigers need 357 runs more to win, while they have 2 days and 6 wickets remaining. At the end of the day, Najmul Hussain Shanto and Shakib Al Hasan were on the crease with 51 and 5 runs respectively. Earlier, the hosts started the third day's play in the second innings with 81 runs for 3 wickets. Shubman Gill's unbeaten 119 and Rishabh Pant's 109 helped India to declare their second innings at 287 for 4. In reply to India's 376 runs in the first innings, Bangladesh were all out for 149 runs. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. Separate secretariat to be established for judiciary under Supreme Court, says Chief Justice. High-level committee to be formed to investigate incidents that took place in hill tracks. None to be spared if found guilty of destroying law and order situation, says Home Affairs advisor. Banking sector getting normalcy gradually as a step taken by interim government. Clients' confidence revived. Corruptions committed for years over shop allotments in Bangabandhu Stadium. Government still losing revenue earning. Sri Lankans are waiting for polls results to see next president of the island country. Complete result may be available by tomorrow. And Bangladesh collect 158 runs for 4 at stumps on the day 3 against India, chasing 515 in Chennai Test. And that's all from the news for the moment. Thank you for staying with us and